was hella bright. My God. Okay, so I want to talk about a test. Not no school test, none of that weirdish. I'm in a place where I've been working and I guess you could say somewhat grinding, right? And if anyone that's in a phase or has gone through a phase where they had to work harder than usual to get to certain things, to achieve certain things, then I would assume that they know that sometimes, I guess, these tests like of your strength and how bad you want whatever you're after, like these tests just come out of nowhere to see how bad you want it. And that's what's happening to me. All right. So it seems like every day when I wake up, I feel, I don't want to say the word weak, but I feel like there's a weight on my chest. Like it's a battle to get up. And I don't know if it's because like I'm tired, but I don't think so. Like, it happens every day. So I'm assuming that that's just like one of those tests that life brings me to like, okay, like you want whatever your, desire is, but this is what it takes to get it. So it throws certain things at me. And it's like I wake up and I'm tired, but I got to force myself to get up and, put down the phone, pay attention, full focus to certain things. And that's like hard. It's hard for me to do. And when I be honest with myself, it makes me question, well, if it's so hard, then do you really want it that bad? And it turns into that thing. Like it's like, okay, well, if I love whatever I'm after, right? For example, this content stuff, this video making idea that I have, it started off as just an idea, right? As most things do. And it gets to a point where I don't really have much else going on for myself besides these quote unquote, dreams that I have. And this content was one of them, one of these ideas that I had that came to my head. And besides that, like I said, I don't have much going on for myself. So it got to a point where I had to just try it. I had to just go for it. So in my head, I was thinking that it's possible, of course. And I always come into so many things arrogantly. In my mind, this was going to be easier than I expected. Except when I actually started trying to do it, and it even affects me now because I'm all new to this. I thought I was going to get on here, and I thought I was going to be funny. I thought I was going to say some real shit. And I thought in like a matter of however much time, like people are just gonna come flooding their way to this channel and gravitate towards me. I sold myself on a dream basically, and that's just not the case at all. That's not how things like this work. And it's weird because I knew that. Like part of me knew that, but the other half of me is like, okay, well, I'm different. I'm not different. Like, who am I different compared to who? Like, who am I comparing myself to? I don't even have a person I was comparing myself to. I'm just telling I'm different. And I feel like that's what I feel like that's what a lot of losers say. I feel like that's what a lot of people say when they're trying to cope to, like, okay, don't get me wrong. It's good to have confidence. It's definitely good to have confidence. But I feel like when you're just telling yourself, how I was, like, oh, I'm different, and I got this ability to do that. Although that may be true in some cases, if you're not actually putting in the hard work, like I wasn't putting in the hard work, it's not really going to go anywhere. So it's like, no, you're not different. You're just like these other people or individuals who say that they're good at something, who say they're going to do something, and that they can, but they never do. You're a waste of potential, basically. And that was like a hard thing to deal with. And so with these tests, right? And I want to stay on this whole content idea that I had. With these tests, it came to a point where, all right, now let's make these videos. All right, I'm getting older and time is only running out. I'm still young, but I need something to do. So let's make these videos. So I create the channel. thinking that it's gonna be great. And now I'm on film. There's when you're trying to create something and you're starting at the bottom, and now at this point it doesn't matter what it is. When you're starting like from scratch, you become, I don't want to say, yeah, and you become some way insecure about it, because when you look at what you've created, what you just created, compared to someone else who has so much more time on you. And for example, I would look, like, it even worse right now, like look where I'm at, like these walls. I have the sun shining in on me. Like the sun's never been so close to me before, until I turned on this camera, and now I start to notice things. I start to notice the fact that my room looks more bland than I really thought. You know, I start to notice that maybe the way my hair is, or the way my outfit is. You know, I compare myself to other people, or the thumbnails that I put on these, you know, because I'm new to it. So it kind of makes you lose confidence, or lose focus, I should say, and what's important, which is actually putting in the time to improve, opposed to wasting time thinking about the fact that you just aren't as, I guess, well managed as other people are, or well structured. And so now you're like, man, well, why would anyone want to, you know, pay attention to me? Because when they have so many other options to go to, you know, and though that may be true, but you always have something to offer. I have something to offer, and I believe that this is what I'm doing now. It's a huge struggle when you're dealing with these things, because life really throws shit at you. Like, it's really gonna test how bad you want these things, because it tests me. I have to get up and I have to go do other things, like at early hours, and so when I come back home, I'm tired. And I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it because it's so true. The thing is, like, I know that I gotta be strong, right? Because that you know, what is the saying? Fortune favors the bold. I gotta be strong, but it's hard. It really is difficult to just, you know, stay focused through it all, because there's so many different distractions. There's so many different reasons I tell myself why I'm not good enough at this, or why I should stop. And all of that is bullshit. All of those are just excuses for me to be fucking lazy. For me to say, I just give up. I have this quitter mentality, and I hate it. And I've been changing it. I'm sorry if you can hear my turtle. I got a turtle right here. I think he's trying to say what's up and all, but you know. But yeah, man, like, whoever sees this, I really encourage you to keep watching these videos, because I'm gonna grow, and I want to grow with whoever watches this. All right, and understand that if you have a dream, if you have some type of goal, or like I mean a really big one too, like a vision, something that you can't even explain, I encourage you to keep chasing it, because I'm chasing mine. All right, and it doesn't end with this content stuff. That's not the final, you know, thing that I want to do. What I want is so much more than this. It's beyond all of this. This is just a foundation that I'm laying out, and I encourage people out there to do the same, to lay out a strong, solid foundation and build off of that. But understand that there will be days where you wake up and you don't want to do this. You almost feel like you're not in love with the things that you were passionate about. There will be days where you just want to shut down, and times where you have to do other things that are mentally or emotionally draining, and by the time it's time to work on your craft, you don't even want to do that. So know that you're not the only one going through that, because you're not, and I'm telling you you're not, because I'm going through it. I don't want to, you know, feel like shit and then have to make videos and then replay the videos and critique the hell out of them because they're crappy quality, because I'm recording off of an iPhone right now, and know, but you have to do these things. There's so many excuses you can give yourself, but it all goes down to, okay, well, how important is this dream to you? How clear was this vision when you saw it? Did you see yourself giving up, or did you see yourself at the end happy because you never gave up? All right? And if you saw yourself happy because you never gave up, then clearly you aren't meant to give up right now. So you don't give up. You keep going because you saw that vision of yourself. I saw a vision of me crying tears of joy because I was proud that I didn't quit. So that only tells me that at the end of all of this, that's all that's going to happen. Now, what happens in between, that's up to me, I guess. But still, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen in the next hour or so. All I know is I saw a vision of me proud of myself at the end of this all. So you keep going. You don't give up. You keep chasing that vision. And this is for like people that are really out there trying to work. All right, I want those people to come to me because I want to gravitate towards y'all. I want us to come together as like a community. That's the whole purpose of this. Know that I'm here. I'm one of you. All right, we're the dreamers. The dreamers, that's what we are, the opportunists. All right, we're going to be great. We're going to be great together, seriously. Now, as I always say, my name is Jabril. This was one of those off-script videos, but I just had to get that thought out. All right, so thank you to whomever watches this. Deuces.